It's only been like 2 days, maybe 3 days since I had my PT appointment at the VA, and I wanted to update you guys on what's going on. It seems that one session might have been enough to get me at least on the right track to healing. The last we left off, I had left the physical therapist at the Viera VA, and she had given me some exercises to do as well as a heat pad for my shoulder. Well, it turns out that the exercises actually have almost fixed me completely. Look, my arm's back. What the heck? So it was like frozen, it was frozen shoulders, what she had diagnosed it with. I think it started with a torn rotator cuff muscle, was the initial thing when the bee or wasp or whatever tried to attack me, and I moved real quick. I tore a muscle, and because the pain was so intense, I tried to avoid moving that shoulder and that arm, because whenever it moved, it would send this excruciating pain along my whole arm. So waiting to see PT, waiting to see the physical therapist with the VA took forever. And then, they scheduled me out like a month or 2 months out, and then they got canceled. And by the time I saw PT, it'd been like close to 4 months since the initial injury. But I'm amazed at the fast result. I mean, when I went in to see the therapist, I couldn't extend my arm like more than like probably about 25, 35 degrees up, 45 at the most, from diagonal. I couldn't even bring it straight out like this, Now I can go back over my head. I don't have full movement, but I think I'm about 90 or more back to where I was. It still hurts when I move it, but not like before with the shooting pain. And I'm optimistic that I'll get my full usage of my arm and shoulder back. I can mess with my hair. I couldn't do that before. Now I'm still having trouble with trying to clean my underarm, because it requires quick movement, so it's going to take a while. But how I ended up doing it was this: as soon as I left the physical therapist, I got home and I made some food to eat. Then I decided to take the medication for the pain and do the exercises right after I ate. And the exercises are really simple. Basically, you put your hand out in front of you and you try to outreach your arm, and then crawl it out and kind of lean forward, and then you're gonna feel that pain right there. It's like a stretching pain. If you ever stretch before you work out or anything like that, that's what it feels like. To loosen up your muscles and your joints and stuff like that. But I do that, then did it sideways, to the side instead of straight ahead. And you can also do it along a wall. Like you go up to the wall and do a finger walk up the wall, and then from straight on, facing the wall, and then sideways up the side. I'm still having a little bit of a hard time going sideways up the side, but I kind of did it non-stop that day. I did it. I was supposed to do like three sets, but I kept doing it. And then the next day, which was yesterday at work, while I was working, I tried to do exercises. Not so much the table crawl stuff. I did that during lunch, I ate my salad, and then I was laying on the table, stretching my arm out like Superman, trying to fly like Superman, and I could feel the pain, but it was tolerable. It wasn't like the sharp pain, so I kept it as long as I could. Then whenever I was cleaning, I'm a janitor, so I clean a lot. So when I was cleaning stuff, I would hold this arm and I would grab like a bathroom stall, so it was like up high over my head, and I could feel my shoulder hurting, and I could feel it, but I kept it, grabbing onto the bathroom stall, the top of the bathroom stall, as I was working, hanging like a monkey, kind of. And I was like, well, It's got to work, because if it doesn't work, I'm screwed. And then my arm was still stiff. I still couldn't lift it. But then something weird happened last night. I woke up really early in the morning with really sharp pain in my shoulder. I was like, this physical therapy is not helping. I'm hurting and stuff, because I was sleeping, and I woke up with a sharp pain, which I get a lot, so I don't sleep that well. But then I noticed when I got up to get ready for work, I could move this whole shoulder and arm. It's like coming back. It's like they say frozen shoulder feels like it's frozen, and now it's thawing out. It's weird. It's like almost instantaneous. So suddenly, I'm able now to lift my arm up. I might be able to do jumping jacks. I know one thing for sure: when this is all over and done with, I'm going to exercise. Maybe do katas. And also do some calisthenics to stretch my muscles and my joints, because losing usage of that arm was horrendous. It was like you can't even scratch yourself. Like right now, I can reach back. I can't fully reach back, so I can't reach all the way back. Like this side, I have no problem. This side, I got to go slow, and I can't reach fully back yet because I don't have full movement. But I'm hoping that when I go see the physical therapist again, they might shorten my visits, because they had me scheduled for like, I don't know, maybe 12, 15, 20 visits. I'm like, maybe they can cut it down to just a couple more, and maybe we can work on strengthening to get my strength back, and also a little bit more flexibility, because I think I'm about 90%, fixed. The issue is it does hurt when I move it, into those positions, but not like before. Before it was like a 10 plus whenever I moved it, but now it's like a 1 or a 2, so it's bearable. And I think it might just be because it's still sore. But somebody says it's called getting old. Yeah, getting old sucks. But seeing what the issue is, and my doctor says I could end up getting arthritis. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I can to try to counter it. So I'm trying to eat better. I'm gonna have to start exercising more. Even just stretches every day. I think it's become more critical to do it when you get older, because I was just shocked at how my arm lost its ability to be used. Basically froze just because I didn't use it for a while. So you got to use it or lose it, basically. And the other thing is, I think if I exercise and stuff, I might start to get some of my elasticity back, like I had when I was a youth, when I was younger. So that's what's going on with my frozen shoulder. It's looking positive. I think PT. Got to get PT right away. And if you can't get PT and you have frozen shoulder, look up those exercises. They're not really too hard. Basically, you put your arm in front of you, like on a towel or something, on a table, and you kind of just lean forward as far as you can go and kind of bend your, like Superman trying to fly. So you'll feel the pain right here. And then do the same sideways. And then another one that I was able to do was I was able to stand over a table and, hold myself up and hang the weak arm, the arm that doesn't work, down, and swing it in a circular manner. You don't use your muscles, your arm muscle to swing. You use your body, so it's done off gravity. What she said, what the PT specialist said, was that my muscles were firing at the wrong time, and that's what was causing the pain. Like the wrong muscles were firing, in a bad position, and that's why it was a sharp pain, because the muscle was trying to contract when it shouldn't be contracting, and that's what's making the pain, is it's shooting at the wrong time. But by relaxing the arm and letting it twirl around, you're kind of loosening up that joint. And then I don't know if it was because of last night when I went to sleep, I rolled over on my shoulder or whatever, but suddenly I had a really sharp pain that woke me up, and since this morning I've been operational. Now, as far as a prayer request, it's not so much for me. It's for my sister who was diagnosed with cancer. And, you know, she's been diagnosed for probably about a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. I think she was at stage 3 or 4 when they discovered it. So it's kind of late. But she's been trying to eat well and take care of herself. But they just took some more biopsies from her and are going to check it and see how it is. So prayers that it's benign and that she's, you know, gotten rid of her cancer, or at least put it into remission. She's only like she's like less than 2 years older than me, so she's not much older than me. And where it had started was in her spine. Yeah, it literally ate away at her spine, and they had to glue her together. Her spine was all deteriorated, and they I don't know, they used like super glue. Remember the teeth and the super glue? The doctors like put glue in her on her spine or whatever, because the bone was all gone, you know, the bone was damaged. But cancer doesn't stay in one spot. They can end up spreading to other parts. And so right now, you know, it might be in her breast, so they're checking that. Pray for her. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers. I'll let you know when I know the update. She said, you know, they took the biopsy, and at this point we're waiting to see what the results are. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers. All of you who prayed for me, I appreciate it, because I think that, you know, if you believe, which I do, I believe it contributed to me healing so fast. I mean, one day of PT and I'm functional. That's amazing. Because I wish I had known these exercises and did them, you know, from the very beginning, and then I wouldn't have had to suffer for 4 months. I mean, just grabbing mail, like I would drop mail or something, and, you know, that would hurt me. So at this point right now, I am so stoked and so happy. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank you all for your kind thoughts and prayers. I hope that everybody's doing well, and if you end up with frozen shoulder, do that Superman thing. It really helps. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.